Okay, let's talk about the difference between ADHD and ADHD inattentive. So, ADHD inattentive formerly was known as ADD, and I feel we've done a huge disservice by lumping that, title of ADD or ADHD inattentive into the same category as ADHD because really we're dealing with two different brains. So, the person with ADD typically has a right brain overdevelopment and a left brain weakness. People with left brain weaknesses usually struggle more with academics, reading, writing, might even have a diagnosis of something like dyslexia or a learning disability. They are super imaginative, super creative, and that is why they have a hard time focusing because they're always in their imagination. Whereas kids with ADHD are not more likely, they will have those behavior issues with impulsivity, hyperactivity, just, not being able to sit still, all of that type of stuff. These kids typically actually are smart. They do well academically. They might be held back a little bit in terms of like not doing as well with their grades later on because their behavior or their lack of focus impacts their ability to pay attention to what's being asked and so forth. But has nothing to do with them having difficulty with academics and so on. So this is a left brain overdevelopment, and this is where there's too much gas. So left brain is the gas, right brain is the brakes, and we need those things balanced. When moms come across my stuff, sometimes they're confused because they'll say, I don't get it. My kid has ADHD and dyslexia. But when I ask them, okay, what type of ADHD? And they'll say inattentive. Okay, so that's all happening on the right side of the brain. So distinction is key because we're basically dealing with two different brains and there are two different ways to address it. So if you want to learn more about the underlying factors like hemispheric weakness, other weak connections in the brain, how nutrition, gut health, and toxicity could be playing a role in your child's learning or focus or self-regulation issues, send me a DM and we can chat more.